The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
In a world where Carolina Panthers fans have an insatiable thirst for Panthers news and opinions.
Panther fans unite! My name's Tony Dunn. Cody Lashney, how you doing? CK's in the house. How you doing, my friend? The Stat Daddy.
But I think Derek Brown, hey man, he deserves that dab on him pick.
Dab on him, Phil Snow. Dab on him.
All the same, yeah, 100%. We can just
Mine is going to go to the fullback. I'm going to dump on the Richie guy. Dab on him, Shaq.
I'm going to put the towel on Matt Rule.
Y'all took all the good ones.
Only one postgame roars ferociously. It's the C3 Panthers postgame show.
Thank God for Jesus, Christmas, Santa Claus, and the propagation of hope and happiness, because if it was up to the Carolina Panthers to promote and propagate that idea, we would all be telling the kids the realities of life. Man, the Carolina Panthers got hit, or our fan base got hit with a big dose of reality as the Pittsburgh Steelers beat the living snot out of the Panthers in what was arguably the most boring game ever. You got beat down by nobody. Nobody. Not even anybody played. It did anything good. The Panthers, the bank got robbed. It was an inside job, Cody. Keith Taylor was working on the inside. Man, the Panthers done, toasted, fall to the Pittsburgh Steelers 24-16. And what was really a heartbreaker for fans who had just been generating some excitement, Cody.
Everything that we had been doing well over the past few weeks to build momentum, the Panthers backslid and did the opposite today. There was no controlling of the line of scrimmage on offense or defense. We were not running the ball effectively on offense at all. And then our defensive line just absolutely got pushed around on their home turf. They got brutalized at the line of scrimmage in the defensive backfield. And, man, we have to call some people to the front of the congregation, man. Keith Taylor, oh, dude, cut him yesterday. I don't even care, dude. If you're going to cut Bené Ben-Wickery after what Julio Jones did to him all those years ago, then, dude, Keith Taylor needs off this team, man. That was absolutely abysmal. The zone coverages was abysmal. And, we were supposed to protect the bank. That's what Steve Wilkes was saying. And today, not only did we fail to protect the bank, dude, they straight up robbed us. And we're going to be in need of that post-game therapy session, us included. But we're going to do it with the best damn Panther fans in all of YouTube. We got Alex Pro, Bro Man, Cody C13, KG73. Of course, G-Baby's in the chat room. He's ready to talk all his shit. London Panther, KG73s, Tizzy Smith, Underground West, Twan Don, and Ross Gold. Tony Dunn, ain't nothing to it but to do it, brother. Let's roll.
Look, guys, the Panthers, I don't know. Is that, it's kind of weird about when it comes to Keith Taylor, because look, if you look at anything that the team, their stats on the other team, Najee Harris had 86 yards rushing. Deontay Johnson had 10 catches, but he still didn't even have over 100 yards. Right. Even Mitch Trubisky only had 179 yards passing. We were talking about this before we started, Greg, and although that this was just a one-score game at the end of the day, it felt like the Panthers from the very get-go were fighting to stay in the game at all, despite the scoreboard.
Right.
They just kind of were playing for, I know it was only 7 points or 8 points or whatever it is, but it felt like that was like Mount Everest at some points.
Yeah, we were talking during the game. It looked easy for Pittsburgh and really hard for us. We were keeping up, but it looked like Pittsburgh was just having an easy time going out there and doing it. And for us, it was really hard to keep up. There was no point in this game where I felt like I kept cheering, like, yeah, here we go, we're going to come back. But like realistically, there was no signals in this game that we were going to come back. We were just getting our asses beat the whole game. This is a game where the score doesn't necessarily show how the game went because we got stomped the whole game on all three levels, and it just ended up in a loss.
Cody,
But-
it really felt like they beat us the way that we
Beat
try
Seattle.
to beat teams.
Yeah. But can I say there is hope? Atlanta lost today. If Tampa Bay loses today, we're in the exact same position at the end of the day that we started in. We're 1 game back with 3 games left against 2 teams we've already beat, and we have the tiebreaker in the whole league in the NFC South. So we're still in the same position as long as Tampa Bay loses. That's the only silver lining to this loss.
CK, they got our number at Pittsburgh. It feels like every time.
Well, dude, it's absolutely unreal, ungodly how easy it felt like they had it to run against our vaunted defense, right?
Yeah.
It just didn't. Nothing makes sense. The world is a lie, as we know it. Listen, I mean, it is what it is. Life goes on. To be quite honest with you, the best player on our team was Sam Darnold today, and that's not like saying that he was a great player. It was just he was the best player on the field today, and it's hard to argue that fact. And it shouldn't be the case with a defense like ours and a run game like we're supposed to be vaunting. Our offensive line couldn't stop a nosebleed today. They couldn't get pressure up front to get any of the run game going. It was just a god awful display of football on most of the phases that you could ask for good football on. So.
All right. The number's 252-228-5098. That's 252-228-5098. We want to hear your thoughts on the game. Were the black on black with the silver hats the jinx of the day, or was it Nick Montero? Was he the jinx of the day? There's got to be some reason the Carolina Panthers have lost.
Poor Nick.
So, like, I mean, there's something wrong in the water there. We want to hear your thoughts on how the Panthers kind of rebound from this. Are they still in this, or was this the gut punch that the Bengals game felt like at the time? I mean, and can we rebound? The number's 252-228-5098. Smash the thumbs up button. Be a part of the conversation. Let's start with this, guys. The offensive, Cody, you began with first. I thought we all had good points we just made in our little opening. Like everybody, I like Greg's. They made it look easy. Everything they did easy, we made look hard. Cody, you started out with a good one too, which was everything that we have done well in the past couple of weeks leading up to our excitement that's generated our excitement. We did poorly today, and I want to start with the offensive line. I know the easy picking is going to be Taylor Moton. People are going to point out that TJ Watt got around him on that and blasted Sam on a couple, some different things. But this game, this offensive line, we weren't unable to run the ball in the slightest. In fact, we gave up. I wouldn't even say we gave up on the running of a game. It was just like nothing worked at all. And they got after Sam. There was 4 sacks today. What happened to this offensive line that just days ago we were called the best that the Panthers ever had?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those. I don't know what it is about the Panthers. Every time
3-4 defense, dude, it fucking kills us, man.
Well, but also look, someone in the chat room just said it. I should have left it on it. Right here, Zdenko says size matters. Their linemen were just bigger than ours, both their O line and D line. Like I said last week, stop the run. Without a diverse offense, we're beautiful. But I mean, look, it's not like the game plan was necessarily horrible, but we were just beaten. We were the older brother came to town and they put it on us. They were bigger, they were stronger, they were more physical. Their offensive line was just leaning on us and moving for 6 yards at a whim. It was absolutely embarrassing. And it's to the point that, look, we've all been very, very, very quick to praise Steve Wilkes, and I think rightfully so. I'm not off of my endorsement, but dude, when you've been pumping up the fan base and saying, "Hey, we got to protect the bank. We have to come out and really put out a great performance," the fact that your defense comes out so damn soft, like toilet paper, that is absolutely unacceptable. We were bullied on all phases of the game, and I don't know how you let that happen. The first drive on their offense, it was apparent how this game was going to go. We had no answer for anything that they wanted to do. We played that sorry ass soft zone coverage, and we let guys like Najee Harris and Pickens and Deontay Johnson just go to town on us on big time third down moments when we needed to get off the field. It was absolutely bullshit. But the one thing I do want to say, and I want to get out ahead of this, I'm proud of Sam Darnold. Dude, I don't care what anybody says. I'm not saying that Sam was perfect, but dude, Sam has done nothing but get better and better as he's been under center. He navigated the pressure well. He even evaded some big time would be sacks that would have been very, very costly for his football team. There was some fantastic throws made by Sam Darnold today, and some great catches by DJ Moore and Terrace Marshall. But the lack of run game and the inability to stop the run, it just absolutely took all the momentum away from this Panthers team. Completely.
The big brother beating up the little brother. Even we were debating on Debate My Take earlier this week if the Panthers should trade for Mike Tomlin. And my immediate response was no, we've got Wilkes and you don't need to give up assets. But even Mike Tomlin, like, it felt like he beat up Steve Wilkes today. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody beat us up. And when I say beat up on Steve Wilkes, they had a 21 play drive, CK. These guys won in the way that Wilkes has preached that we're supposed to win, in the trenches. And 21 plays, we're sitting here, Cody, CK, Cody is going off about how he wants to get out ahead of Sam Darnold. I told you guys last week, if a guy throws 225 yards on this for this team, he's going to look awesome. And that's all he did today. He looked like, you know what I'm saying? Like 225 yards. We just got beat up, man.
And I want to push back real quick on, I'm not disagreeing with you, Cody. We mentioned this before the show. I don't think that Sam Darnold had a bad game, but at the same time, we need a quarterback that in this position can win the game for us. Like, I'm not saying that Sam Darnold is not the guy that he can't, but Sam Darnold had plenty of opportunities in this game to bring us back. He didn't do it. He played well. We had 2 or 3 drives where they went 3 and out, or they went out when he could have came back and we were down 1 or 2 possessions.
How is that all on
8 or 11
Sam
points.
I'm not saying it's all on Sam. Where Sam fucking it
I'm
up
not
for
saying
us?
it's all on Sam. I'm just saying, look, man, I'm sitting here giving Trevor Lawrence praise the whole day. I feel like you put Trevor Lawrence in that position, he probably wins those games. And that's me saying this.
I don't.
He had
okay,
3 or 4 chances to have a game tying or winning drive in this game.
Like,
He didn't do
We
it.
punted the ball every time in the second quarter.
Right. Yeah.
That was the second quarter really killed
you
us
know?
in this. We got the ball back. We pinned them deep. We got the ball back, I think. What was it? Oh, we had to start on the 20. But we got the ball back several times to in the second quarter to kind of end things or kind of get back in the game. 4 plays, -9 yards, 4 plays, 8 yards. And then we went into the half, and then they come out in the third quarter and they have a drive that lasted the entire quarter.
Yeah. And like I said, I'm getting chewed up.
So that's not
right
on
now.
Sam.
Look,
That's
I'm
not on Sam. The
had a
third, but the
terrible
second
game.
quarter was this. The second quarter was the time that he was given the opportunity to play a little bit better. And that's when we needed Sam to play better, was in the second quarter. But I do think you're right, is that overall he's played better than anybody else we've had.
Agreed. Yeah, that's what I said. I don't want to talk shit about or make it seem like I hate the guy. I'm just saying there were 3 or 4 drives that could have changed this game today. And maybe it's not. I'm not saying it's all his fault, but I feel like maybe better quarterbacks might have made a difference in this game. I don't know though. You
I
know,
don't know.
just
I
don't.
think in the
And how
second
about
quarter
Ben
he missed
McAdoo?
like 3 passes.
And
You
look,
know,
I feel
Yeah.
like I've kind of been the defender of Ben McAdoo. Today, oh, dude, Ben McAdoo needs a paddling, dude. You're on 3rd and 8, you're by your goal line, and you call a quarterback draw on 3rd and 8? What in the fuck are you doing, dude? How dumb is that? You have had success passing the football on 3rd down, and you want to run a quarterback draw? Dude, that was the dumbest shit in the world. And it's like whenever we have to come from behind, one aspect of our team will completely fail us. So if the offense is playing good, dude, the defense disappears forever. If the defense is playing bad, then Ben McAdoo will call some of these bullshit play calls to put our offense even further behind the line.
where
Dude,
was that
it's
drive? When was
absolutely
that drive? I'm
embarrassing,
looking for that
dude.
drive where he called it on 3rd and 9.
It's completely embarrassing. It's embarrassing. And by the way, I see G Baby in the chat room talking about CJ. CJ was hurt. Why do you think Keith Taylor was out there so much? CJ wasn't even out there on the fucking field. So it's like, what are we talking about, man?
and CJ still ain't shown me enough to make me seem like to bring back what I've said about him. So far, he's played like trash. He's had a few good plays. Let's see CJ
Yeah,
play better. He wasn't even
G
there today.
Baby
Though,
loves the
so.
hurt corners. He loves
Yeah.
Dante and CJ, the ones that are hurt that aren't even playing. But dude, listen, our linebacking core is soft. I thought Jeremy Chin played soft today, taking terrible angles to the football. Like that first offensive drive they had, dude, Najee Harris had all the time in the world because JC Chin wouldn't just run on him and make the tackle. Luke Kuechly would have never done that, dude. It's honestly embarrassing how soft this defense played, knowing that you have the Pittsburgh Steelers coming into town. We're 1-7 now against Pittsburgh. That's absolute bullshit, man.
Do you think that draw play for Darnold up the middle? I know that you don't like the call, but you're at the Pittsburgh 10. It's 3rd and 8. Do you think that you are thinking 4 downs there? So like if we can get to 4th and 3, and then go for it. But the fact that he lost, that it was a negative yard, puts you out of the situation to be able to go for it on 4th down.
I mean, I still say throw the ball. Even if that's your mindset, throw the damn football. Don't run it with Sam Darnold. Unless they're playing just 100% man coverage and there's a hole down the middle, then let Sam run. But other than that, we were.
I don't
we
know.
were
I don't think I
successful.
hate. I think I just hate it because it doesn't work. Because if you are in a throw the down position, that QB draw
Oh, it's the dumbest
sometimes
shit in the world.
smokes
But you're
people,
having
bro.
success.
Justin Fields ran a 46-yard QB draw today, like for a touchdown, because everybody thought he was passing it.
Yeah, but I mean, still,
Are
you're
you putting
at third,
Justin
you're at
Fields on the
third.
same level as Sam Darnold?
Well, Sam Darnold got some wheels.
Like, he does, but are you putting him on the same level? Is all I'm
No, I
saying.
just feel like this
Yeah.
is. I mean, I know that it sucks because it didn't work, but if it
Hey, by
gets,
the way, no, I didn't mean to interrupt. I
No,
was just
it's
going to say, we got a super chat. Eric 37 with the $5 says offensive line can't do good against elite front sevens. But that's the thing. Are they elite, or did we just come out there and embarrass ourselves today? Like running
yeah,
the
I think
football.
it's more the latter, to be honest. It's
Yeah.
the 3-4 defense. This just drives this team nuts. We have never been able to overcome it. The
But
Pittsburgh
why?
Steelers, there's something about it. We can't look. The 3-4 defense is a jinx to us, just like Nick Montero is, and just like those stupid black on black with the silver hats. Why didn't they wear the black hat? Why did they not
They
wear
need
the
to
black
change the
hat?
black hat to gloss black instead of flat black. The flat black.
I think
doesn't
you're
look
only
that
allowed
right.
to wear it once a year. And by the way, real quick,
No way.
the $5 love bomb Panther Guy 73 says, "Happy birthday, Noel! Happy birthday, Noel!"
Nice. Happy birthday. And too bad the Panthers couldn't have given you a gift. But what I say is like this is that the jinx for the 3-4 is not only do we have trouble defending it, every time we've tried to switch to it as a defense, we stink at it too. like the 3-4, like we don't even understand it as a Carolina, as the organization, so much that we get beat up by it, and then we try to adopt it, and we can't do it as good as other teams. It's been terrible. It's been a thorn in my side, like those hats, those silver hats, the black on black, ruin it for everybody. The number's 252-228-5098. That's 252-228-5098. One of the questions asked by the chat, and I'm going to give it to you guys because you guys are the only idiots that have been saying this. Deontay Foreman still better than Christian McCaffrey is just a rusher as he gets arm tackled on 4th and 1.
Nobody. It doesn't matter who the running back was. Nobody was rushing all this.
This was
Christian
horrendous.
McCaffrey would have come out of here with 100 yards.
I've seen Christian
no,
McCaffrey get
Tony,
stuffed to the goal line. You're trying to take
cannot
one,
be
one game.
that vapid, dude.
You're trying to take one game to prove your point. So let me ask you: if Deontay Foreman rushes for 178 yards next game, are you going to come with the same vigor?
Yes,
with the same argument.
You know what? Do you know what his final stat line was?
Terrible.
How many?
He played horrible today. I think
he was, but I gotta just make sure it didn't change at last second. Yeah, it did not change. Deontay Foreman with a whopping 10 carries for 9 yards. He had less than 1 yard a carry.
You know what? That's 9 more yards than Christian McCaffrey had while he was injured for 2.5 seasons. So,
I think this is really. I think the story is. I know you guys want to put it on Keith Taylor. But I really think the story comes down to this is the Panthers' inability to win on the line of scrimmage on either side. The one thing that Steve Wilkes has been preaching about is that I don't think it's Keith Taylor. I think there were some moments in third down situations that he was taking advantage of and exploited, and that's probably what you're supposed to do as an offensive coordinator. But they ran the ball on us at will. The linebackers weren't stepping into the holes. The defensive line, they negated any of the things that you like, any of the advantage you get with Brian Burns because they were always in rushing scenarios, right? And then on the offensive line, we just got zero push. Zero. I mean, every time we ran the ball, which wasn't a lot, we only ran the ball. We just didn't really get a lot of plays.
Yeah.
That's the actual thing is that they annihilated an entire quarter. I'm going to try to pull up the game chart, but that's the story.
They had a
right
20 play. They had a 20 play drive
21.
in the third quarter. They just 21. I mean, they just ran a ball control offense, and we had multiple opportunities to get off the field on third down and failed to capitalize every single time. And look, I'm not putting the loss all on him, but dude, Keith Taylor got burned. He was
you got that 1-3 for 3rd and 14.
And no fucking one. He got his ass kicked from sun up to sundown today. Like, he was absolutely embarrassing, taking bad angles, not tackling well. Every time there was a big play that happened, it was over the head of Keith Taylor Jr. It's embarrassing that he's even out there. It's embarrassing.
There's another stat that really hit us or killed us. CK first downs.
Third and they were 12 for 15 on third down?
Yeah.
Like that's virtually unheard of.
They were 12 for 16 for 7. They had a 75% completion percentage on third down. A success percentage. Guess what the Panthers was? 4 for 11, 36%. That's actually like normal, like, I mean, I guess it's not the worst number in some ways. 75. They just beat us that third quarter, man. Not just beat us, but like they took a quarter out of the game. So the number's 252,
we needed that.
50-98.
Hey, real quick, I just wanted to say, Eric 37 with another $2. He agrees with Tony. He says that uni combo is cursed and should be forbidden. Dude, everybody believes in superstitions nowadays. Drew blames this loss on Nick, and that's the reason we lost. Tony blames it on the uni combos that he have said have been cursed forever. You know what? You know what? There was some Panther fan that didn't wear their lucky underwear today. And that also played a part in it, I'm telling you. Panther Gal 73 with the $2 says Steelers thuggery. I mean, yeah, they beat us up some thugs. We had no choice but to just accept our ass whooping.
All right, let's go ahead and jump into the calls. The number is 252-228-5098. Take us into the cat calls, Cody.